Hey, yo, Ran, turn that up.
Better learn how to bleed the blood of your whole body. Stay in the spirit, cause Satan could use you if you let him. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that get to me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my enemy. Scripts in my head, it hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walk in the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that get to me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my enemy. Scripts in my head, it hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walk in the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. He been on my line since a younger was a child. Had me shooting guns, popping pills, smoking loud. I'm the main event, but I was following the crowd. Wish I would've known what I know right now. Mama ain't raped like this, had her yelling in the house like where in the hell we go wrong. Mama, them curses can leave us alone. We made an oath to the one on the throne. Them angels was with us, was never alone. Mercy and grace coming straight from the throne. When this was missing, I made it back home. Mama never had to give me alone. He had to open my eyes, I had to put down my pride. Boy, I'm so lit, I'm alive. We gon' follow the Messiah. We gon' follow the Messiah. Hashak, I'm a lick. Abad, Hashak, Messiah. I'm a lick. How about some of my Messiah? Ooh. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that get to me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my enemy. Scripts in my head, it hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walk in the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. You cannot win, I see your trickery. We at the end, ain't none of that get to me. Confessing my sin, I'm watching my enemy. Scripts in my head, it hit me like Kennedy. I know the devil is trying to get rid of me. Walk in the spirit, so that mean I'm killing me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me. Get it behind me, I don't want you feeling me.
Hallelujah. Blessed and highly favored. I love myself as well as my neighbor. Enjoy peace and love, yet I'm nothing to play with. Y'all running with the latest, what I believe is sacred. Our Father in heaven gave us eyes to see, to make distinctions between the psyops and the prophecies. I'm from a place where they downplay your atrocities, give you milk and cheese and never pay the proper fees. My brother's trying to calm the beast by copping pleas, but the only place the beast want the sheep is in his teeth. Father, forgive them for they know not what they do, but don't mistake, that's for the sheep who fell away, that's not for you. A wolf knows he ain't in the dark about his plans. He coming for the flock, he want that blood on his hands, wants your throat not to breathe. In the lake of fire, he wants you to go beneath, praying on you until your flesh, he wants you to sow a seed. Deferred hope maketh the heart sick, yeah, Satan love it when you deceive. Disparaging remarks about our heritage and false narrative that said there's no merit to what we read, man. That gaslight like a flashlight. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. Y'all need to get that bag right. Wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. One hell of a ticket, pun intended. Don't you say I cussed. We've been through enough, 400 plus. Our time is up. Take off these cuffs. I've been in repentance for this lust. Not with the porn, but I can swipe up an image and feel disgust. What? They think I'm tripping cause I want more for myself, so that even in my thoughts I'm not whoring myself, yeah. Luring myself away from righteousness with my desire. My right hand mislead me, cut it off like Michael Myers. Life is easy, it's just complicated by these liars. Truth is confiscated, to get it you need the God of Zion. They confuse the sheep with disbelief and self-reliance. Took the Father's name off creation and blamed the science. Hebrews never boarded but still became compliant. Mission aborted, some of us refuse to slay this giant. That talking head should be severed off and dead. Bring us Pentecost instead, let's start speaking with tongues of fire. Ain't wanna preach to us, now the preaching coming from the choir. Y'all too corporate, tell me how does the preacher retire? I see y'all done bought the lies and y'all receipt expired. From the Holy Spirit, I don't never want no peace and quiet. The sheep hear the word of the most majestic, wonderful counselor, blessed voice of the shepherd. Meanwhile, all of the goats are disconnected, lawless, trading the promise of the blessed for a death wish.
All right. Shalom, 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 y'all. Shalom. It's Michael Israel. You're watching Spiritual Combat. Have a great show for you today. I'm going to check my audio real quick. Sounds good to me. Y'all let me know how it sounds on your end. We got some important information that I think brothers and sisters, people need to know. I'll wait till we get some confirmation. Okay, I got a 10 in there, so that's awesome. So the audio is good. So we're going to move on with the show. As you can tell by the title. The title is The Simplicity of Healing, okay? And it's pretty straightforward. This thing is not complicated. A lot of the majority, damn near all of what a lot of people suffer with and struggle with as far as health, you could tie it to diet, okay? And, you know, what we do here, of course, is get down to the nitty gritty of the causes and everything like that. So what am I going to go into first? What we're going to go into first is we're going to go into the latest. Let me put this up on the screen of to share. Okay. So is what's going on with, you know, and we'll see how this goes for my channel, me saying this, but the latest is this new wave of the COVID, okay? It's they're talking about shutting things down again. Let me bring up some news articles here. But yeah, they're talking about shutting things down. Let me fit this on the screen so y'all can see it clearly. But yeah, so they're talking about shutting things down again, masks and all this stuff like that. Y'all give me a sec here. Get all this set up right. There we go. That's better. But yeah, they're talking about shutting things down. It says China's rising COVID cases and new variants spark concerns about third wave. The country's virus infections rebound, mirroring global trend while immunity evading. And this is what the variant is called right here, EG5 variant. And I haven't really looked into this yet, because I like to dig deep into like the you know, the medical journals and all that stuff like that to see the mechanism of how it actually operates and all that stuff like that. And I haven't done that yet, but it says while immunity evading EG5 variant gains dominance, despite a certain cases, the new strain does not appear to bring increase in severe illness or death. Okay, so it's not super lethal. And then here's some more articles saying UK almost flying blind on COVID this autumn. Expert says it. As cases rise, scientists say country is mostly in the dark about how infections could play out in the coming months. So they're not really giving it a lot of attention over there. And if you've seen the way this thing unfolds, it goes China, UK, America. Okay, that's the pattern that you see. And but what something I read this morning, it was saying that they're talking about in mid September it's gonna get intense or something like that. So let's keep going. And by the way, I forgot to tell y'all, hey, if y'all got any questions, put them in there. You can start putting them in now. Make sure you do a question mark on them. You got any questions, put them in there. Otherwise, it's not going to be a long show. I just got a couple things I want to get out there. That I felt like this was important. All right, so check this out. It says, COVID summer wave is rising again. Cases are slowly increasing across the U.S. for the fourth summer in a row. Okay, so it's out there. It's flaring up again. The end time plague, and like I said, if you do your due diligence and you study this thing, let me see if I could view. Yeah, if you do your due diligence and you study this thing, okay, this one here says new COVID wave has begun and masks should be worn again. Scientists warn. Spread of new variant can cause extreme pressure on NHS and cause more damaging long-term health problems. Independent sage experts. What the heck? Sage expert. What the hell are you talking? Independent. Let me extreme. Anybody know what NHS is? I don't know what it is. NHS, the National Health Service. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Can cause extreme pressure on the National Health Service. That's what it's saying. So anyway, Brother Terrence, I see you're in there. Cases, but nothing. Okay, I was just getting ready to ask you that. So Brother Terrence said we're seeing a spike in virus cases, but nothing severe. So he works. He's a registered nurse, so he's on the front lines. All this, so he confirmed there is he's seen a small spike, nothing severe. But like I said, what they're saying is that this thing gonna really pop off closer, like in the middle of November. Okay, so Giovanni said they call it the Eris variant. Look up Eris in Greek mythology. You can't make this up. Let me see real quick. Let's see what it is. Eris, Greek mythology. Let's see what it is. Eris. Here, I'll put it up here so y'all can read with me. All right, let's see what the heck it is. It says, in the Greek mythology, Eris is the goddess of chaos, strife, and discord. She is known for causing fights and starting the Trojan War. Eris, I think it's Eris or Eris, is often depicted as a vengeful and malevolent deity who delights in human bloodshed. Boy, you ain't lying, man. You can't make this crap up. But, however, we covered by the Most High Yah. And like I said, the Most High has given us the herbs of the field, for things like this. And if y'all are part of Straitway, y'all already know the antiviral tincture knocks this stuff out in a matter of hours. Okay. But this is the thing. I want people to, something I want to talk about. Yeah. So, somebody asked, provide information on making tinctures. Yep, absolutely. Um, this is something I wanted to talk about is, you know, something we need to keep in mind is our diet and how we're eating. Okay. Because you're a lot like when your system, when your lymphatic system, and when I say lymphatic system, your lymphatic system is your body's sewage system. It's the system in your body that gets anything, whatever, anything in your body that doesn't belong there, it gets it out. Okay, and it gets it out via the kidneys and the urinary tract and everything. When you urinate, you're urinating out uh, lymphatic waste, things that don't belong in the body. But when your kidneys shut down, because your kidneys are the filtration system, when your kidneys begin to shut down or the lymphatic system begins to get backed up, or to make it simpler, when the sewage system begins to get backed up, you're susceptible to all types of illnesses and disease, okay, or so-called disease. But anywhere you see so-called disease, if you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, you're going to find a backed up lymphatic system, or like I said, a backed up sewage system. Saying all that to say this: at the end of the day, if you eat a cleansing diet, if you consume a diet that cleanses you, you will not have to uh, be fearful about these things. Okay. And what is a diet that cleanses you? A lot of us growing up, because of they call it the SAD, the standard American diet, and it nicknamed SAD, and that's about it. It's a sad, pathetic diet. But what they deceived us into doing is, at the bottom of the food pyramid, they got you eating a ton of grains. Grains are one of the most inflammatory foods you could eat. They cause inflammation. They got proteins your body can't break down that throw it in the haywire, or what they call autoimmune disease. They got all types of stuff going on. So we're consuming a diet that basically makes us prone to illness and virus and all that stuff like that. Okay? So what's the answer? Well, it's simple. It's fruits. You consume fruits. Fruits are cleansing. They're hydrating. They're regenerating. And like I tell people, and this is gonna go right to the title of this show, because we sell herbs, and the herbs that we sell are very effective. And actually, recently, let me see if I could go here. So recently, we have rolled out our full body detoxification packages and herbs and stuff like that. And it's all well and good, but what people need to understand, because a lot of people will buy our herbs, but what they don't realize, and I put it up here while I'm talking about, but what they don't realize, the majority of the cleansing and the regeneration and the healing is not coming from the herbs. It's coming from the proper diet. So being on fruit, because anything we sell, the cleanses and stuff like that, we tell people be on an all fruit diet. And when I say all fruit, I don't mean bananas, dates, and avocados. Well, yeah, I'm eating fruit. that's like, now I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not cleansing and hydrating. Okay, when I say be on fruit, I'm talking about berries, melons, apples, oranges, stuff like that. Stuff that's hydrating, that hydrates the body and gets things moving again. It's like Drano in the sewage system or the lymphatic system. Okay, uh, and not just, oh yeah, I had a piece of fruit after I ate my uh, inflammatory meal I had. No, I'm talking about eating damn near all fruit. You know, and a lot of people, man, within a day or so, they start getting healing symptoms and things start happening, and stuff starts, moving again. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that that is a big part to not being falling victim to some of the modern day plague that is going around. It's just simply eating a diet that hydrates you. Okay, um, with the nutrient mineral rich water of fruit. Okay. Uh, let me. So, but what? Okay. So somebody said, okay, okay. So somebody said, what are healing symptoms? So let me do this. So some mild healing symptoms, like when you go on an all fruit diet, what happens is your body, it's not, the fruit doesn't require all this energy to break down like these other foods do. So a lot of that energy that would be used to digest food is allocated to regenerating the body. Okay, um, and regenerate the body does, it gets to work. It starts pulling toxins and fixing stuff, and the lymph starts putting stuff in the lymphatic. It's pulling stuff out of tissue and puts it into the lymphatic system and gets it out of the body and starts cleansing you and the toxin you, so you could rejuvenate. Okay, so somebody asked, so what are the healing symptoms? Let me. I might be able to pull up this thing that can show you even more of them, but hold on. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting hot. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some healing symptoms um, that you might experience. Most people experience mild healing symptoms. So again, you go on an all fruit diet. Ideally, to keep it simple, the best thing you could do is just go on all grapes, nothing but grapes. If you only have access to seedless, get seedless, whatever. But just eat grapes. Don't have to be a particular color, just nothing but grapes for a week or for 4 days or something like that. But the mild symptoms are cold and flu-like symptoms. You could run a fever, you could cough, have mucus come up, stuff like that. Um, you'll have clear and yellow mucus coming out when you're coughing, and this is, your body expelling toxins out of it. Minor aches and pains, loss of energy. You might have rashes flare up because your body's trying to get stuff out of the skin. Mild headaches, dizziness, emotions, get emotional, stuff like that. Short term, even a short term nosebleed. Okay. The mild healing symptoms could be joint pains, heavy discharge from kidneys, Urine, a real dark color like brown, orange, or dark yellow. I had urine that color one time when I think I had caught the modern day plague that's going around. And my urine was coming out like that. And the darker the urine, the more acid is in it. That's what that means. The more acidic it is. And my body was trying to get this stuff up out of it. Pains, nosebleeds. If a lot of y'all, if y'all have like a tumor or something, it will increase in size because now it's getting hydrated, and it's going to begin to break apart and get put into the lymphatic system so it could get put out of the body. Heart palpitations, loose teeth, yeah, stuff like that. And the more extreme cleansing symptoms are stuff, hold on, the more extreme ones are paralysis, loss of vision, skin cracking open, severe fatigue, toenails and nails falling off. And I know people that's happened to, you know. So that's more extreme where your body's really trying to get stuff out. And how do you put your body in a detoxification state? Simply eat fruit. If you eat nothing but grapes, your body will begin to cleanse. You'll begin getting headaches. You might have mucus coming up. For any condition, literally, the simplicity of healing, the Most High has literally made it this simple. Literally anything you're wrestling with, you could just go on an all fruit diet. And if you want to take it to the higher levels, you mono fast, nothing but grapes, nothing but melons, nothing but berries. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Now, if you want to take it a little higher, take it to another level, and be even more effective, that's where our herbs come in. But I'm letting people know you don't have to use herbs. I mean, because the detox is the fruit is actually the detox. These herbs we sell are just they add to it. Okay, they make it more effective. Okay, we recently came out with a full body detox. Okay, and like I said, you go on an all fruit diet, or some type of diet in some type of way, but you go on a diet, and these herbs pull and tug even harder on your body, and it cause your body to expel all the waste that's in it. It's literally like wringing a sponge and then dipping it in some fresh water. The fresh water would be the fruit. And you take the herbs and it wrings you out even more. And it just gets them toxins out of your tissue and out of your digestive system and your neurological system and everything. So we recently came out with that. And now this one here is still in testing, I would say, to see not if it's effective, but how effective it is. And this is viral cleanse. Now, this is different from the antiviral tincture. The antiviral tincture is for the modern day plague, for the COVID. It knocks that out in a matter of hours. But this here is for stuff like STDs and all that stuff. HPV, herpes, all that stuff like that. This will pull that out of there. Okay, so we recently came out with that. Now, mind you, this one here and this one here, if you're gonna be on that, you gotta be on an all fruit diet. You gotta be drinking plenty of water because you gotta rinse that sponge out. You see what I'm saying? Remember the analogy I gave? Okay, So check this out. Somebody asked, Shalom, can you provide information on making tinctures? Again, the Most High is not the author of confusion. Literally, making a tincture is taking your herb, whatever it is, you put it in a jar, fill the jar, I think about halfway, and then you simply pour the alcohol on top of it, fill the jar all the way up with the alcohol, and you let it sit for about a month. And the alcohol pulls all the, alcohol pulls the, what are those called? Alkaloids. Hold on. I ain't gonna guess. I got it here. Let me see. Where is it at? There it is. Okay. So, all right. Yeah, bear with me. Okay, well, alcohol pulls the resins and I want to say the alkaloids out of and the oils or whatever. It pulls that out of an herb. Okay, the tea, when you do it as a tea and use tea as a medium of extraction, it pulls the vitamins and like the minerals out. Alcohol can't do that. So that's why, we charge what we charge, because you got, with each herb, you got to know what the effective part is that you're needing, that you're wanting to extract, and you got to know which method to use, and then you got to know who sells the good stuff, and how do you know if it's a good herb. So it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that complicated. Don't get, it's not nothing crazy, but yeah, that's a little bit about that. All right, somebody said, and again, y'all, if y'all don't put a question mark on it, I'm not gonna see it because there's comments in here, and if there's not a question mark at the end of your thing, I'm gonna just scroll by because I'm only looking where I see a question mark. Okay, so let me go over. Somebody asked, what's the name of the site? Let me put it back up here. All right. So what's the name of the site? householdherbs.com. Let me see if I go to the home page. Okay. So there you go. householdherbs.com. That's the name of the site. Okay. Exit. Okay. So, yep, householdherbs.com is the name of the site. All right, somebody wrote, Shalom, Brother Michael. Should the jars be kept away from direct sunlight? Yes, they should. Direct sunlight weakens the herbs, but it's not, everybody doesn't, like ideally, like when we finally get our land, our herbs are going to be kept in a room, basically a nice dark room. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So that's ideal. That is the ideal place. Put a question mark in there when y'all ask questions, okay? Sir, I've been on watermelon, grapes, and berries still. Sir, I've been on watermelon, grapes, and berries still. So you've been eating nothing but watermelon, grapes, and let me know. Yeah, the detox kit. So I've been talking to her. So with her condition, and I'm not gonna put it out there or anything, but it is a little extra on that what she should do. But at the end of the day, if you just stick to watermelons, grapes, and berries and stuff like that, you're going in the right direction. Just by doing that, you're going from here, you're doing this. You're going like this. Now, if you're on a vegan diet or and stuff like that, and oh yeah, I cut back and I just eat that so and so, sometimes you might be going like this or like this. You slowed it down. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, somebody said, I'm new to tinctures. Can I make a tincture with your detox tea? Yeah, but the detox tea is made to cleanse all your body systems. So it's made to cleanse your kidneys. It's made to cleanse your digestive system. It's made to cleanse your lymphatic system. So if you made a tea out of it, a tincture out of it, then you would end up negating the effectiveness of the digestive part of it. It's an anti-parasitic. So it's, again, I sat there, studied this stuff for a while, for years, studied what the herbs do. I ain't trying to say I'm the super master herbalist or anything, but I do understand what I'm putting together. So I did that. I put them all together. I put the formula together to work effectively at what it does. So you get in there messing around trying to do something, it might bite you in the ass, for lack of a better word. Okay. What type? We use grape alcohol from grapes. Let's see. Yeah. Is that Toda for sharing this information, especially during the chaos? Yeah. Look. Look. In 2019, I started studying about this stuff because all this stuff that was going on. Prior to that, myself and Sister Koya, we were selling elderberry because elderberry boosts your immune system, truly known as your lymphatic system. It boosts it. But after getting more and more educated, I came up with this, and this is the rock star right here. Okay? This here is the truth. Okay? So, and like I said, man, I wish, my father passed away, from COVID, and but it was in the early days when I was just getting into all this stuff. He had all the stuff that he had, where I'm at now, I could have reversed it and healed him, but I wasn't in this same position I was in, so, I didn't have this knowledge, and I was working, and it just, now I'm in a place where we got this now. Like, I got the basic foundation of how to reverse, for the most part, anything. Okay? Good question. Somebody asked a good question. Okay. Somebody said, how do I detox without losing muscle mass? I would say it depends. When I'm dealing with people who actually have something going on, where they're really dealing with something, uh, would I tell, I'm not worrying about them losing weight and all that stuff like that. You got to wring the sponge out. But if you're just doing kind of a maintenance cleanse like I do, like some days I just eat nothing but fruit, or some days I eat, like today, for instance, I went up to the hub and we were working up at the hub. So we were out in the sun all day. And like for breakfast, I had a 4-cup jar, 4 cups of fresh squeezed orange juice. Okay. And then a little after that, I drank a whole jar of watermelon juice. Then after that, I had a smoothie. After that, I had some watermelon. And I mean, we needed it. I mean, it was brutal out there. The heat index was 109 degrees. Okay? So it wasn't for the faint of heart out there today. And by about 1 o'clock, man, by about 12, being out in that sun, daggone headaches started setting in. That's the early stages of what's it called? Of heat exhaustion or whatever. So he dialed it back. But yeah, it's the real deal out there. Somebody said, go Air Force. Absolutely. Air Force all day. Tell all them other military branches to stop being jealous. All right. Sir, what was the name of the kidney crusher, or should I order the detox kit? Yeah, so what we do, the way it works is now we just got the detox tea up there. We haven't had time to put everything together, or maybe Corey, come up here and tell me if you put a package together on here somewhere. But what you're supposed to get when you're cleansing your body, the number one thing is you want to, if you're like, and just the analogy, if you cleaning out, let's say you cleaning your shower or whatever, the first thing you want to make sure is that the drain's open. Otherwise, all that waste, all that stuff will have nowhere to go and it'll overflow. So same thing when you're detoxing your body. The first thing you want to make sure you are doing is you want to make sure your kidneys are open. Okay? You want to make sure your kidneys are open, and that's why we have Kidney Kickstart, because it opens your kidneys and ensures the drain, because your kidneys drain into your bladder and you urinate out. But if your kidneys are backed up, and then I throw one of my detox packages out there and it starts pulling on all that tissue and all that stuff, people, like when people who don't know what they're doing try to cleanse, do cleansing, they don't understand that the kidneys need to be functioning first. You'll have severe kidney pains. You could send somebody to the hospital. So the first thing you need is the Kidney Kickstart. That opens up the kidneys. If you're going to be cleansing and you're pulling all this stuff out of your body, you need to make sure you're replenishing all your body's minerals. So that's this Mineral Defense 102. It has all your vitamins, minerals, everything you need. And you see the stuff that's in there. So you need that, and then you need the tea itself. And that's a complete detox package. All right, so Koi is here. Is a detox package on the website?
It's not a package. They have to purchase it separately because it's optional.
Okay. So she said right now it's not listed as a package. So you'll just have to make sure you get the Mineral Defense 102, the Kidney Kickstart, and the whatever. If you're doing a viral cleanse because you're trying to cleanse of some type of disease, whatever you got. So you need to get that one. Or if you're going to just do a full body cleanse, say you got a tumor or something like that, then you get the full body cleanse. Excuse me. And again, don't get captivated by the herbs. Don't get all swept away with the herbs. The main thing you need to do is be on an all fruit diet, watermelons, so melons, berries, oranges, stuff like that, juicy, water-rich fruits. You need to be on that, and you need to be drinking plenty of water. We put on the thing at least half a gallon of water. Okay? You need to be, because again, these things, one of the first things people say, oh man, I had to go to the bathroom, or I had to take a dump, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's going to cleanse you out. So don't get all caught up in spending money on the herbs, and then you're going to get the herbs, and you're going to be on the herb. You're like, yeah, I'm going to do a cleanse. And then on day 2, you eating pizzas. And okay, you just give us money if you want. But that's like washing your bathroom with an oily rag. Yes, sis, I said that to you because, like I said, what you have going on is different, and it has to be approached in a slightly different way. So yeah, absolutely, that's what I told. So yeah, and yes, the kidney kickstart will dissolve kidney stones, but we have something even stronger than that. Okay, I think it's called Chaka something. I forget what that tea is called. We got it here, and it's literally named. It's the Spanish name for stone crusher. So this herb is particularly known for breaking up stones. And you just drink it as a tea, and it'll get you right. Let's see. I made the cauliflower mac and cheese from the grain-free cookbook on your website last night. It was amazing. Thank you for all the information y'all put out. That, again, that's Sister Koya, Sister Leah, Sister Crystal, Sister Kiana, Sister Rachel, all those sisters. They really, since we put that, or since they put that book out, and that was originally Sister Koya, Sister Leah, and Sister Crystal. Since they put that book out, they have they have made they probably tripled the amount of stuff they made. Because I know I had pizza this week with the crust was grain free, and it was good. Okay, these sisters are always coming up with something. Sister Koya came up with something recent. Oh, grain-free fried chicken. Yeah, so let me show you this though. All right, so all you got to do is go to the homepage of householdherbs.com, and you just scroll to the bottom, and it's right there. You download this book for free. It's a grain-free cookbook. Okay, so it's a big step in the right direction in eating correctly. Okay, because I understand it's hard to just jump into this stuff. So. Brother Gideon said he eats gunpowder for lunch and dinner. Do you think it will help me be more explosive in a workout? Yeah, on the toilet. Yeah, have some explosive diarrhea. That's what you have. Gideon coming on here trying to be a troll. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Speaking of Gideon, he said, yes, I was Air Force and Army. The Most High and the military connections of you and Pastor Dow is what drew me to listen to you both. Hallelujah. All right. Brother has a question. He says, can you just open up the capsules to the mineral defense and just pour it in a tea and drink it? I don't really know how to take a capsule. Yeah, I know some people can't swallow it or whatever. So what I'd recommend is just empty it in some water, just stir it in and chug it down. With those capsules, however you get it down there in your system. That's it. Yeah, just getting it in your system, your body will do the rest. The capsule, because you got like bladderwrack, which is a sea vegetable, and you have, what's the other one? Sea moss, which is a sea vegetable. They don't always taste the best. Like I don't, like the sisters here and stuff, they eat this like seaweed paper shit, and it is like, ugh. They're like it, but they like it, you know. So, but for me, I see. I have mine right here. I take 2 every day. Now I should have took like 4 because I was going out there to work, and because again, this has your electrolytes, your vitamins, your minerals, your nutrients, your all that stuff. And I should have took a bunch of it before I went up there to work, because you're going to sweat all that stuff out, and that's how you cramp up. And by the way, I want to say now we have 3, including myself, 3 Air Force people in the ministry now. Hallelujah. It was just me by myself, but the backup has arrived. All right. Somebody said, can taking herbs and a fruit diet help in dissolving ovarian cysts or repairing the uterus or ovaries after such an experience? Yeah, so on what you're saying there, the short answer is yes, absolutely. So a cyst is a tumor, is a, whatever you want to call the name, and all that is when it comes to a cyst, what has happened in that particular area, the lymphatic system has become backed up. The waste, the cellular waste and stuff like that has nowhere to go, so it backs up. And the cellular waste is acidic, so the body sends inflammation or mucus to go over there and protect the other cells and the other body parts from getting burned by this waste and stuff that's there. And what happens now is sending mucus stuff over there, so now nutrients can't get over there, hydration can't get over to that area, so it begins to dry up and clump together and form a tumor or form a cyst or something like that. So the way to reverse that is step 1, rehydrate the area. So begin consuming your watery, rich fruits. That's step 1. You see what I'm saying? And again, the body knows, man, the word says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your body is so smart. It knows exactly what it needs to do when the conditions are right. So as soon as it's in a healing modality, in a healing environment, your body uh, will prioritize and begin repairing, regenerating whatever it needs to repair. One of the things they said, I think we said it last show, every 7 months, your body, every cell in your body is new. It replaces itself or whatever. So yes, you can absolutely heal up. You know what I'm saying? And get rid of that cyst. But again, like it says in was it Joshua? Yeah, chapter 1. He said, "Only be strong and of good courage, and go in hard on this fruit fast." And let me tell y'all something, boy. Like I've been eating honeydew for a while, honeydew melon, but recently I guess we found like the honeydew melons are in season, and I didn't realize I was eating honeydew melons that had been out of season. Man, that stuff is so good. It's like damn near just as good as the watermelon. And once you really get into this, it'll be easy to be on an all fruit diet if you need to. One of the big hindrances, one of the big things is, again, when you're consuming a lot of grains, the grains they're addictive. They bind to they have proteins in them. I think it's called wheat germ agglutinin that binds to the opioid receptors in your brain. It causes you to crave more, and it causes you to have a larger appetite. One of the big things that happen once people get off the grains, their appetite goes down. Okay? Okay. Let me know if that answered your question, sis. All right, somebody said, what would you recommend for small children to take before the feast to build their immune system? Ooh, there are, what I would do is an antiviral tincture in small doses. You know, I don't like telling people to give the herbs to children because, you know, I don't want them to give them too much or anything like that. But, you know, I know of a case where a sister gave her baby the antiviral tincture because the baby was backed up with mucus. So she gave the baby the antiviral tincture, I guess in some water or mixed it in a milk or something. And I guess like the next morning, the baby took a big dump, boom, and it was all mucus, a big glob of mucus, and the baby was all cleared out. The stuff is no joke, you know, and it's not these herbs. They don't function like these drugs that these people make. They're designed to work with the body. But yeah, what I would recommend is that, you know, before the feast, again, high fruit diet, and then you know, take the you know, the antiviral tincture. Like I just told all the brothers and sisters here in our assembly and in this house that, hey, y'all need to start taking maintenance doses of the antiviral tincture leading into this feast. You bet mother's gonna come up that mother. Hey, shalom, brother. Let me kiss you on the neck. You like, oh Lord. Next thing you know, you like feeling something in the back of your throat, and then you hemmed up. So, or you be obedient and just take you know, your antiviral tincture, take a maintenance dose or whatever, get on a high fruit diet, do a little cleanse or something like that, you know. So that's my recommendation. Because Hey, look. Hey, look, you either do it before or after. Look, I can't tell you. Sister Coy will testify in the comments. I can't tell you the number of times we do this before every feed. Pastor do it, actually. Pastor come in and say, hey, make sure y'all, I did this show today just because I saw what was going on in the news and how this stuff could potentially affect us. I can't tell you the number of times we tell everybody this, and then about a week after the feast, Corey come to me, hey, Michael, I just got an order for like 20 antiviral tinctures. And I'm like, really? What community? And she'll let me know. And I call them, and they're like, hey, shalom, Brother Mike. Yeah, we are all down, the whole community down. Whole damn community out of commission. I'm like, okay. It's like, man, we over here shaking and moving like we were before the feast. So just use wisdom, y'all. Y'all know the way it is, okay? Okay. So yeah, I guess that made sense. Let me see. Y'all got any more questions? If y'all don't, we gonna wrap this thing up here. I'm just going back through here, just checking. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I see some of y'all didn't put question marks back here. Let's see how many. Okay, let me see. I might have missed some. Okay. Haven't heard, but there is a great. Yeah, so haven't read it, but there is a book by John Brandt, Grape Cure for Cancer. Yeah, there's let me see. Okay. Yeah. The brother's right. There's a book called The Grape Cure or something like that. And yeah, they just tell you like it's all these testimonies, these people just nothing but grapes, and they're reversing cancer and all this major stuff. And what it is, grapes are hydrative and they're astringent. Astringent means they cause waste to come out of the tissue. Okay, so yeah, it's not complicated. So somebody said what to do to try to get a bowel movement more. Again, if you begin consuming more fruit, that's going to do it. And also, we have a we have the full body detox has Cascara sagrada in it, which stimulates peristalsis, which is the muscle movement of the colon that moves the waste through. So I can't tell you the number of people after they drink that, about an hour later, they're like, my bowels move. Yeah, it gets you moving. So, yep. But fruit, if you don't want the herbs, if you just eat fruit, within a day or so, you'll start having a bowel movement and everything. All right. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. Brother Gideon put something. What herb can I use in my ghillie suit to make it more environmentally friendly? Troll strikes again. Blessing, shalom, bro. Air Force sucks. Don't be jealous. You see that jealousy there? All right. So anyway, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. we're gonna wrap this up. I'm trying to see what outro. Okay, I think I'm gonna use that one. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Definitely make sure you you brothers and sisters get the make sure you get your health in order. Make sure you're ready for the feast. All right, somebody asked, is the mineral defense considered multivitamin or vitamin D supplement? It'd be considered a multivitamin. It can also be considered an electrolyte because it has all your electrolyte stuff, and it has other minerals in it that outside of vitamins also. So yeah, vitamin D, ideally you want to get that from the sun. You want to go out and get sun at the top of the day. Let me tell you something funny. It's Sister Koya and my daughters. What I had them do, what we do is at the peak of the day when it's the hottest, so at like 12 or 1 o'clock, we go do our walk. We go walk around our neighborhood like twice. It's like a mile or something like that. And they're like, well, it's too hot. And I'm like, no, because you have to sweat. It's imperative. You have to sweat and you have to get sun, especially black folks. Okay? And if you're up where we're up here in Tennessee. If you're up here, it's not like being down in Florida. You got to get that sun at the peak hours because it's a small window when the sun will actually give you a significant amount of vitamin D in your body. And vitamin D is vitamin D tells your body, hey, it's daytime, it's time to work. It tells all the systems of your body to get up and get up to running 100%. When you don't get enough vitamin D, you're basically telling your body you're a bear and you're hibernating and you're shutting down to sleep for the winter and nothing's going on. So it excuse me. So it runs all the systems. It shuts all the systems down and it runs them, in hibernation mode. So you need vitamin D. It's critical. So yeah, let me see what else. Okay, so I think we hit that one. So yeah, but if you can't get outside, like I can't, sometimes I can't, or it's a winter time, this is what I take. And we looked these up. I looked them up, and the capsules, because I know that they were like, oh, it's I forgot what the gelatin is. They made it out of pig, some shit from a pig, and I was like, no. I looked it up. You could actually look it up online. They tell you they didn't get it from a pig, So, all right. So yeah. So hopefully I answered his question. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. I just wanted to get on here. Make sure y'all tune in for Ask the Elect tomorrow. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be addressing all this silliness that Michael Brown be talking about with his sleight of hand. He's very deceptive in what he says. I don't even think he realizes that he's being deceptive or that he's deceived. But we're gonna be addressing. It's gonna be a good show. Pastor Corey is going to be the guest pastor on there tomorrow also. So it's going to be a good Ask the Elect. As you know, Pastor Dow's YouTube channel is back up and running. So it's going to be a good show. A lot of good questions. So yeah, it's going to be good. All right, somebody said, all praises to the Most High for his healing herbs. Bless you, family, for the work you all do to let Yah be magnified on our bodies by eating and drinking to the glory of Yah. Shalom. Shalom, sis. Bless you. All right, so Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Michael Israel. You watching Spiritual Combat. And shalom, shalom.
Don't let Babylon break you. Don't let them break your soul.
In time, stay woke, it's going down.
We gonna wake up the tribes.
Howard,
willing.
what you cooking?
Last days.
We about to wake up the tribes. Armageddon at the doorstep. Stay woke, it's going down. Babylon trying to break me. I need the Holy Spirit right now. We about to wake up the tribes. Spare not, cry loud. Yeah. We about to wake up the tribes. In time. Stay woke, it's going down. Babylon trying to break my soul. Holy Spirit, come down. We about to wake up the tribes. Spare not, cry loud. Yeah. We about to wake up the tribes. We in the truth, now they scared of us. They knew that Jacob would rise. We don't want problems, we just want to do the laws, praise the Most High. But if it's on, then it's on. Got angels with us when it's wartime. I pray we get back to Zion. We about to wake up the tribes. I can't fall for no false doctrine. I want it straight out the Bible. Tell me what scripture is that. Give me the truth with no feelings attached. We just gonna give them the facts. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6. I cannot sit and relax. I had to go to the end. Run it back. I had to go to the end. Couldn't let up if I wanted to. On the interstate, bumping toward two. Not ashamed of the gospel. I got faith, I sure do. Yeah. We about to wake up the tribes. Armageddon at the doorstep. Stay woke, it's going down. Babylon trying to break me. I need the Holy Spirit right now. We about to wake up the tribes. Spare not, cry loud. Yeah. We about to wake up the tribes. In time. Stay woke, it's going down. Babylon trying to break my soul. Holy Spirit, come down. We about to wake up the tribes. Spare not, cry loud. Yeah. If the Father for us, how we gonna lose? Done talking, time to show and prove. No half-stepping, I'm a whole brew. Get the beam out your eye. If the blind lead the blind, where we going to? We turn the lines when under pressure. We just been keeping it cordial. They gave us chains in the slave name. Never told us we was royal. Now we getting our houses in order. No religion, I follow the Savior. Only Messiah can save us. Some say it's a fairy tale, but our faith will never waver. Scripts jumping off the pages. We about to wake up the tribes. Armageddon at the doorstep. Stay woke, it's going down. Babylon trying to break me. I need the Holy Spirit right now. We about to wake up the tribes. Spare not, cry loud. Yeah. We about to wake up the tribes. In time. Stay woke, it's going down. Babylon trying to break my soul. Holy Spirit, come down. We about to wake up the tribes. Spare not, cry loud. Yeah. Don't worry about it, just complete your task. Keep pushing. Look, I got a song for you right here. It go like this. Hey, can't nobody say no when the Father say yes. If it ain't for me, it ain't for me, I ain't stressed. Hey, I just know he got in all my steps. Tell him they ain't seen nothing yet. Hey, prayers answered, I think he hearing us. The Savior's still alive, we ain't got that much time. Tighten up while you playing with that grace. Sinning before his face, when it pop off, you can't escape. When the trumpets blow, it ain't no wait. Let me get myself together, hold up. I wasn't ready, keep that oil in your lamp. Sword in your hand, don't you trust in no man unless they do what he's saying. The Messiah is our example. In his name, it ain't nothing that you can't do. I wrote a song about it, like the